Marry you. Kick it right on off with the 0001 pair down. Yeah, I got the white border Blood Moons. We do have Blood Moons in this deck, so like we do get some free wins occasionally. Old Blood Moon Arenos in the reserves here. Uh-oh, opponent said big fan. Wonder if that means we're about to get Tron. This deck probably doesn't have a very good Tron matchup. I wonder how this deck's Tron matchup is. I mean, this hand's fine. It's gonna be pretty miserable if Swords to Plowshares isn't a card. I can save a Brainstorm to like shuffle some of these away, hopefully. I think this is a keep. Alright. It's also about to be bad against the turn 2 Chalice of the Void. So we're gonna get on this. About to get Troned, right? Hopefully it's like just the thought nuts here. This deck's actually like really light on ways to get a Chalice off the table, isn't it? We got exactly 2. I wonder if that's bad. I guess there aren't a ton of Chalice decks in the format right now. Like we have Forces and Spell Pierces too. Now, baby. Sweet. This is a 3/2. Deal. Which of these am I plowing is the question. I think I'm just plowing this one. There's definitely a strong argument for like just like plowing this and we're just gonna like plow everything for a little while. Fruited Staring Bridge should only be available whiteboarded. Evening Tron Dragon. Yeah, play that Tundra out there so we can get the double plow action going on here. Maybe Brainstorm in response to HLS of the Void. Yeah, Rogue, I think I might play this tomorrow. I think if we 4-1 this league or better, we're going to play this tomorrow. No plays. I think that's bad for me. Hopefully it's actually no plays and not just like a Chalice for 1. Going on, Voltaic. And remember, for those of you that are hanging out here tonight, tomorrow I'm going to be adding a Sunday night stream to my regular schedule here. Maybe I'm supposed to plow this. That's weird. What are we? Hey, 6-month resub 2. Thank you very much. I appreciate the continued support. Welcome back. It's like for 1 white. This is the Chalice of the Void. Gross. Gross. Well, I guess I get to put this back and put this back. And then I'm gonna draw the Volcanic Island, which like isn't the worst. I can plow this in response, and like I don't have any one cost things left in my hand. Just like, you know, kind of upside, I guess. I don't have another land. That's good for me. So I can play this and can fetch that sword away. I've got 1 Council's Judgment. I can get rid of this Chalice. It's funny. I was wondering if I needed the Engineer Explosives in my sideboard still. And then like we run into this Chalice of the Void. So even if they don't give us something to counterspell, well, they don't give us something to counterspell. I'm not going to click because I want to be able to click a 1-drop out of my hand, I think. Hopefully they give us something to counterspell here. Yeah. All of these, please counter that. Thank you. Maybe snap counterspell next turn if we want. Like want to dodge Cavernous Souls, basically. Again, we want to save this Vendilion Clique until we draw a 1-drop. We just like hit a Batterskull or Stoneforge Mystic at this point. We're actually not in that bad of a spot. Our opponent's down to 3 cards in their hand. But like not die to the Tendrils one. I think like exactly Cavernous Souls is like the worst thing they could do to us right now. To keep me going. Yeah, that's probably worth counterspelling. They've only got 1 card left. Hey, Ian Unmitigated with the 19-month resub. Thank you for the continued support, but I appreciate it. Welcome back. Now this Snapcaster Mage, I guess to trade with this too. Sure. Oh, I guess now we can't trade. Deal. Hiss. Yeah, Stoneforge, Entry, they're both pretty good against them. Do you think, Rogue, since you're here, do you think, like, we want a third way to beat Chalice in the 75? I guess there aren't that many Chalice decks, but, like, it's definitely, like, something that's real, right? I guess I'm just gonna play this out. Maybe we're supposed to play the Scalding Tarn. Clique can't click lands out of our hand, which is unfortunate. Just gonna say no one more time here. They're gonna attack first. Really correct. Then yeah, Wear Tear doesn't seem like the worst. And again, not going to play this click out because I want to, we have a lot of 1-drops in our deck, so like I want to be able to click a 1-drop out of my hand. God, that's a tilt. I think I'm just supposed to keep sitting on this unless they play like a Thought-Knot Seer here. I probably should have played a land. Yeah, I definitely should have played a land, because if we draw a Stoneforge Mystic, I could play Stoneforge Mystic plus cast the Batterskull if I'd played a land that turn. Just like kind of sideways from drawing a 7th land in a row. No plays? God bless. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't have anything to cycle, so I don't think that's strictly true. I agree that we're kind of in a bad spot now because I wanted to play the click, but I don't feel like anything I could do. Alright, now I'm going to try and block with this. Or I'm not. Might actually lose this, yep. Like, it's funny, because, like, drawing these lands are, like, actually strictly worse than, like, having drawn 1-mana spells that we couldn't cast, because, like, I can't click these lands out of my hand. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, I don't think that's a very good line. I could be incorrect. Hopefully we draw like Stoneforge Mystic here. Your Brainstorm. And I'm just dead because I did this right. I should have waited to play that on their turn. Yeah, I punted that. I should have played this on their turn, and then they could Karakas it. I'd put my Ponder on the bottom, draw Brainstorm with my Brainstorm on the bottom, draw Spell Pierce, and then like block. And that's what should have happened. So I messed that up. Blood Moon's great. Verdict is great. Engineered Explosives is great. Spell Pierce is not so great. Vendilion Clique is not so great. That game is like made of the things that like remind me why I spend more time playing Hex than Magic. That's what that game was made of. You cut Counterspell? I actually think Counterspell is pretty good. Maybe Fire and Ice isn't great. I'd buy that for $1. I mean, I don't want this card in my deck. I think Counterspell is like fine, especially if I'm on like the Blood Moon then plan. I'll spell like this. No, we're only playing decks that I might play in the challenge tomorrow. If this league goes poorly with this deck, then we might play what's the word I'm searching for? Some Tron. 2 equipments? Yeah, 2 equipments. There's a Jitte and a Batterskull in our deck. So like so many live draws and like actually just do straight lines for 4 turns. There's a weapon. And 9. It's fine. It's my Magic's best of 3. It's not Hearthstone, Eternal, Turbo variants, ladder bullshit where like everyone's trying to cheese each other out in best of 1 games. Sure, even in this one. Make a young gun. I mean, like, it's Legacy. Like, you should probably assume, like, every deck that is Stoneforge Mystic at least has Batterskull and Jitte in it. And, like, any swords past that are, like, icing on the cake. Just, like, counter their spell here and then untap and play True-Name. I guess it's not even a thought knot, so I don't even have to counter it. Eldrazi Mimic. I don't really care about that card, right? Yeah, it's resolves. Crack my fetch. Blood Moon's in my deck, so I'm gonna fetch a basic island here. They have basic wastes. Huh. Maybe I don't want Blood Moon. Do you like Blood Moon in this matchup, Rogue? Sure. So I know we're brainstorming away. Like a little bit sad if they chalice us, but pretty okay otherwise. I guess Smasher's not fantastic for us. It might take like 10. This is the first match of the evening, Brian. Evening. Thought not. Sure. Eye of Ugin. That's super fair. Oh, they bring in like, right. Okay, some of these decks do have Ulamog. You're right. Good call. They attack with both of these. I'm going to go ahead and throw a True-Name in front of the 2-2 and just take 4. Hey, 15-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Subs are the best way you can support my content here. So if you're enjoying what you see, please consider doing like Brian and resubscribing. Took my Brainstorm away. Sure. Must not have any more threats to play out. They didn't take the counterspell. Okay. Draw a card. Have some hit points, friend. That's fair. I guess we're not pathing them. This isn't modern. Looking for a land here. That's in any order in a shuffle. Tilt. Alright, it's a good hit at least. I'm going to be conservative and just pass the turn here. There's no reason to like not be defensive with the Stoneforge Mystic in my hand, especially now. Oh, I forgot to put a Nahiri in here. I kind of wanted to put a Nahiri in the 75 tonight. My mouth out with soap. Chalice the Void? Sure. the 5-mana Nahiri. The not the red one. The Commander Nahiri. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this out. Just get it out of my hand in case they go like Cavern. Just concedes to the Batterskull, sure. Good beat. I don't really think I want to change anything here. Maybe even coming around to this other click. I think so. Yep. Can you keep it? Swear this one you'll say. Better lock it in your pocket. Taking this one to the grave. Show you that I know you won't tell what I said. You can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Evening, folks. Hope everyone's having a good time. We're going to game 3 here against it's like monocolorless Eldrazi here. Playing some blue-white splash red for some sideboard card Stoneblade. It seems super reasonable. EE for Chalice and Endless One. Counterspell and a Force. Send me up. Man, the City of Traders on 1-stars are so terrible. Man, they kept 7 too. What's the rest of their hand? Kind of want to like draw a blue card here. Perfect. Because I would really like to probably force whatever their turn 2 play is here. They're gonna go like second city or second soul land, like Thought-Knot's here. After floating some mana. Let's like force pitch Jace. Okay. Can you keep it? Swear this one you'll say. Better lock it in your pocket. Taking this one to the grave. If they have... No, what are they playing? Because if they had an Eldrazi, they would have done a pre-combat to get the extra damage in, right? Chalice on 1, sure. Maybe I'm supposed to force that just because they just played a Cavern of Souls? Yeah, I'm probably supposed to force that because they just played a Cavern of Souls, actually. That was probably a punt. You'd never tell. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Probably supposed to save this to kill other things. Yeah, I agree. I agree we're ahead. Like, their start's pretty bad. Kind of surprised they kept, but 10 out of 10 should have spent this counterspell. We kind of need some help, right? Like our hand isn't particularly good either right now. That kind of sucks. In your pocket, taking that actually really kind of hurts, right? Although I guess it means they're pretty far away from putting more pressure on the table too. Blow this up and get rid of this Chalice of the Void. This one to the grave. If I show you, then I know you won't tell what I said. I'm going to play this out. I'm going to use my life tool as a bit of a resource here. I think I want to counterspell if they draw another one, and I want to fetch Basic Island if I play another counterspell here. If they go like second land, second Chalice of the Void. I'll just take it for 2 more here. Also can counterspell like a Umezawa Jitte here. I think actually I can fetch a basic planes with this. Not cracking that in case we draw like a Brainstorm. We did not. Alright, then we get to plow this and then untap and play Jace. So it's Dece plus even. They go like Soul Land here, we could be in trouble. Making a land drop's pretty good. No. We're gonna be down to 10 from playing this Jace. Gross. Wild. It's actually decent. It means we can it's like planes. This. Ooh, there's no point in plussing because if they hit Smasher, it still dies. So, Verdict and Batterskull are both great hits. Probably don't really want this counterspell at this point. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna hide. Am I hiding Supreme Verdict or Batterskull at this point? I think I'd rather hide the Batterskull if they play Thought-Knot Seer next turn. And this one we're gonna shuffle away with this fetch land here, so I'm gonna hide the Batterskull. Like, if they miss on the land here, or like if they hit the land at one of the Thought-Knots here, we're just like ahead by so much. That's a potential Smasher. Yep. Yep. So long, Jace, my old friend. Well, those are all excellent, aren't they? I think I want to just Verdict this. Do I have to discard a card here? Like draw the Brainstorm, leave the Plow on top. Alternatively, I could draw the Brainstorm and then Brainstorm into Snap plus Plow and like hide the Batterskull from a Thought-Knot Seer and like have the Verdict in the tank and like bin the Force to a Plow to kill this. I don't hate that either. I think I'm just gonna Wrath this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with my original plan here. Draw the Brainstorm. Oh. Predict your stuff. Calling your name for yourself. Better down on your yap. You better duck, you better walk, you better pack your shit up. Like we draw Plow next turn, we can like Plow a play plus cast Jace the Mind Sculptor. Better walk, you better pack your shit up. Can't be countered. Monkey resolves. People playing for us to take a chance. It's time for us to take a chance. People say, take a chance. It's time for us. With a wet seam, make us hit, make us hit, make us see darn. Well, we're going to be redrawing all of these anyway, so I'm just going to put Plow back, put Snap back. Actually, this is important. I'm going to put Snap back and then put Plow back, because if they play a Thought-Knot Seer, I want to draw the second Plow, so they void the second Plow instead of voiding my Snapcaster Mage. Oh, hiding the Batterskull is not a bad idea. That's like a Dece plus idea. If your goal is to play Legacy on a budget, no joke, build the Tron deck. I think the Tron deck's like super reasonable. It's probably cheaper than building Belcher too, because like Belcher needs 4 Lion's Eye diamonds. Lion's Eye Diamonds is Buku Buccarinos. Check out the Gathering Magic article I put up. For us to take a chance, it's time for us. Of Eldrazi Displacer. We hit a Thought-Knots here. We're just a wet dream with a wet seam. Make us hit, make us hit, make us see. I guess this does. They get to take the Batterskull now. So I feel bad, so I should have hit the Batterskull like Rogue said. And there's also a ton of videos of me playing this deck on my YouTube channel. So if you're into video content, check out my YouTube page. What is a day? Lightly sarcastic with a good chance of hey, indifference and be disinterest. What the critics say. This Force of Will is pretty bad. This Counterspell is pretty terrible too. I guess keeping an answer to a potential chalice is reasonable. Yeah. I don't really want any of those. Shuffle. Your name's Deece. I think I'm gonna wait till we hit another land to play the True Name. Yeah, 10 out of 10 should hit the Batterskull. All is dust. That card sounds rude. I'm gonna have to plow this monkey here. This is one of those games where just like, we're super far ahead. I just have to like make sure I don't muck it up. Started at the end, say it. Let's be alone together. Stay young forever. Oh no, say it. For those of you that are my regulars that know I don't often stream at night, starting tomorrow night, I'm going to be streaming, doing a long Magic stream every Sunday evening. So tonight's just a bonus stream because I'm playing the Legacy Challenge tomorrow and I wasn't sure what I wanted to play. Figured I'd stream my practice a little bit here. Like looking for another blue source here so we can play this True Name while leaving Counterspell up. Hey, look at that. Alright, let me just like roll this our oyster. Actually, I probably could have put this Supreme Verdict back at this point, right? Just like don't really want to cast that card. No way. I think we're supposed to hit the Counterspell and then start phase sailing. Like, what possible draw do they have that's not covered by Counterspell or Snap-Plow? Like, do they have draws that aren't covered by Snapcaster or Snap-Plow? Or Counterspell or Snap-Plow? I'm like racking my brain here. They have no cards in hand. This is the road to ruin. Oh, Ayavugan. Okay. Touche Salesman. Let's be alone together. We could stay young. 7 mana. This is the big old XL Eldrazi. Can they cast Ulamog? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They only have 8 mana. Only have 8 mana. Not quite at Ulamog. This looks like the XL Eldrazi. All is dust. Rude. I can counter this, right? Cavern Souls is only creatures. Out of here. Play pretend. Oh baby. Forever. That's sad. I'm just gonna put these two back at this point. Endless one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really want them to have an endless one? Probably not. I feel like their average draws were going to be worse than that. Guess I could snap plow it. There's an argument for just like letting it happen. Got a lot going on, believe it or not. Waking up. Said GG's opponent. Alright. No start. Waking on. Waking up. Yeah, I like this list too. I feel like if you wanted to play a fair deck in Legacy and you like Grixis Silver wasn't your cup of tea, I think this deck's like a really good choice. Just one of the reasons why I'm considering playing it. Feels like this is the only other fair deck I played in Legacy recently that wasn't Grixis Silver, where like I didn't feel like I was crippling myself just because like I wanted to be cute. Deck feels like it's doing something genuinely powerful. It's just like slightly different than Grixis Silver. There's like the 4-color like Leovold and Control list that people have been playing. Like it just feels like this clunky Grixis Silver deck to me. Yeah, so like the Blood Moons in here are for like combating some of the unfair decks, right? So like the Blood Moons are for like the lands matchup, and it's for hosing some other fair decks too. I guess like the 4-color Control, like I just mentioned, you Blood Moon them out of the game a lot of the time. See, it's pretty mediocre. Is this like... This feels close, right? It's like not stellar, but like it's 2 counterspells, so if they're an unfair deck, it's okay. And like if it's a fair deck, hitting my land drops is fine. I just like flood out and die. My average 6 is almost certainly better than this, right? My opponent's on like Storm. I feel like this is fine. It's a Brainstorm away from being fantastic, yeah. What's going on, Zintoth? This feels like the low end to keepable to me too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this. Feels like the low end to keepable. Oh god, is it like Death and Taxes? Oh, it stands so bad against Death and Taxes. Immediately draw another land. Tilt. Alright, got what we deserved. Yup. So about that Brainstorm. And like, this is a great example of why like playing fair decks in a format like playing fair decks in Magic isn't necessarily good. Like, we're putting ourselves at a strict disadvantage by playing a fair deck in Magic, because like we keep hands like this for like, well, this hand is like reasonable against other control decks, and it's like okay, it's like very good against like some unfair decks. We've got 2 counterspells, and like our opponent's playing Death and Taxes, so like we lost this matchup just by like the hand we kept. And like, we're not just dead, like we can draw a Supreme Verdict here and be fine, but like our manipulation is turned off, so we're like we're definitely under the gun, right? That, God, what a tilt this, get to play this around the Spell Pierce too. This is Stoneblade Jace. I'm probably just supposed to like burn a counterspell on this, right? It's possible I'm just supposed to like hold this so they could like play a 2-drop after this. Yeah, so like I could have just like countered this. We have like a 2, we're drawing to a 2-outer here basically. Like if we draw Supreme Verdict, we're just gonna like hose them completely. And if we don't draw Supreme Verdict, we're just gonna like die in a giant fire. So 2 verdicts in our main. And we put the 3rd verdict on the board for tonight, so it's okay. Yeah, the people that stream with music, not only are they technically breaking the law and breaking their Twitch agreement, but just like, I don't want to listen to other people's shitty music. You don't want to listen to my shitty music. Let's just like, everyone listen to their own. Like, I'm listening to music right now, but y'all don't have to hear it, because I'm considerate. Perfect. Huh. I like playing this Jace and Fate Sealing myself. I think I am. It's just like, it gets me through 2 cards, right? Engineered Explosives. I'm gonna Fate Seal myself. Scry 1. Would you like to put force on the bottom of the library? Yes. Yes, I would. And like, it gets me 1 card deeper that way. It means they have to take a turn to attack this for 5. Yeah. Like they don't want to just attack this Jace. I mean, like, if they have another play here, I get to, like, force it pitching Spell Pierce, so, like, we found a use for this card. The fact that we've, like, drawn 3 cards and then, like, scryed another one to the bottom, or, like, cards were, like, snapboarding out in this matchup is a little annoying, too, but, like, again, you know, trying to play... this actually doesn't change the clock, right? Like, if I force this, it's just, like, 5/5, so, yeah, I guess that's fine. It doesn't actually change anything. They can, like, name Jace the Mind Sculptor, so, like, I guess if I draw another Jace, I'm a little bit sad. But... No, I didn't. I played 2 leagues with it off stream. I went 5-5 and wasn't particularly impressed. My gut instinct of that, like, punishing fire doesn't solve problems that the archetype has in Legacy was, like, on key, I feel like. Like, your Oblivion Stones and the Toxic Deluges are just, like, more than fine at beating up all the fair creature decks. So, like, you don't need punishing fire to do that, too. So I don't think I'd play it again. Been wasteland that opponent. Alright, 2 out of 46. 1 in 23. Nope. Brainstorm. Oh, wait, there's a Spirit of the Labyrinth. Deal. We were dead there either way. The next one? It was literally the next card in our deck. What a tilt. Alright, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. God, our board is really light on cards for this matchup, huh, Rogue? We are. That being said, like, Death and Taxes is, like, really terrible in Legacy. Like, it's not good against most of the popular fair decks. Like, all of the Death and Taxes good matchups basically don't exist in Legacy anymore. And most... God, do they still play Cataclysm? Is that a thing people do? Like, I think we're, like, obligated to keep Force in, right? I mean, none of the rest of these cards are particularly exciting. Yeah, I think pretty sure we're, like, obligated to keep these forces in these counterspells. Like, none of these cards I'm excited to keep. If they bought the deck, they might as well play it, right? And again, like, Magic's more about them playing more than playing optimal deck lists, right? Like, there's a reason why I spend time playing Tron and Legacy, and I spend time, you know, playing other things other than Grixis Delver. And like Elves, there's another deck that's, like, largely unplayable. Nope, I just accidentally ordered Yu-Gi-Oh cards from MTGO Traders this evening. I think this frame is fucking hideous, and I don't really care for this artwork either. I like, what's the Judge promo forces, or the person's like this out in front. That's my favorite force artwork. If I, like, cared enough, I'd, like, double check and, like, make sure I had those forces when I was ordering cards from them, but probably don't care enough. Yeah, it sounds great, right? Let's go ahead, Hat Crab Zombie. Would it let you forces, right? Tilt. Like, I really hope whatever intern suggested, like, that frame, like, just, like, feels really bad about themselves. Actually, just, like, we kind of want all of those cards, but we might have to shuffle one of them away, so I think the Snap's the one I want to shuffle away if I have to. If they play Mom here, we're just going to plow her. Am I just, like, playing this so I can draw the Snapcaster Mage? Yeah, almost certainly, right? My Tron article is here. I just want to plow this dude's mom so badly. Far away anymore. Heaven doesn't seem far away. Heaven doesn't seem... I'm gonna pass here on the off chance they play a non-human and I can counterspell. If they play a non-Thalia human, I can just like snap plow it. Yep, it's uncounterable. Yep, that's annoying. It's fine. I can still brainstorm an end step here since I have this Flooded Strand. Probably gonna shuffle away this counterspell. My thoughts on Elves and Modern. I don't really have thoughts on Modern. I just like... You don't want to hear me talk about Modern. I just like don't enjoy the format. Modern's like... I enjoy playing decks like this that are just like really interactive, and Modern is not a format that rewards you for being really interactive. Alright, so I'm going to put back both of these, and then I'm going to go ahead and crack this. I think I'm just getting another basic planes here. It's like stay wasteland proof since I drew this island and this Flooded Strand. Ding ding ding, we have a winner. My heaven. They got Sanctum Prelate, which I assume is naming one. We've got it like covered regardless of how they do it, especially since I Umezawa's Jurgit. I'm actually working on an article talking about like, right, so like, I'm writing about this in the article. Like, whether or not Modern needs to be fixed is a subjective opinion. Like, Modern is, I think, objectively the most popular, competitive, constructive format that Magic's ever had. So, like, I think it's kind of arrogant for me to say, like, Modern needs to be fixed, there's something wrong with it. Like, not every format in Magic needs to appeal to every Magic player. So, like, if Modern doesn't speak to me, if I don't enjoy Modern, like, that's not necessarily Modern's problem. Like, that it's just my problem, right? Like, why does Modern need to appeal to me explicitly out of all players? Like, it's probably fine. It probably doesn't need to change anything. I just wanna run, throw it away. There's like a small argument to be made here for just like putting the Batterskull into play and equipping the Jitte to it. But like they might attack this Knight ally in. It's kind of suspicious that I like didn't do anything. And like that's why I play Legacy, right? Like I enjoy the games of Magic that Legacy generates. So like, why don't I just play that instead? That's fine. Can't be countered. Now I cannot snap plow Gideon because there is a Sanctum Prelate on one. I just wanna run, throw it away. Yeah, if they don't have a... Oh, they can't cast a plow, right? Yeah, they actually can't plow me. This is actually just, like, really good for me here. Ride it away. Send me down. I just wanna run. Throw it away. I'm just gonna pass the turn here. This is fine. Will the counterspell up in place in case they play a non-human creature? Something weird like Cataclysm. I just wanna run. Emblem, sure. Maybe I'm supposed to do this in response. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to kill this Recruiter of the Guard in response to that. Yeah, that's possible, Rogue. I think I was 10 out of 10 supposed to kill this in response. Sure. Basically just want to counter a creature here. And like worst case, I can like fetch a Tundra and snap plow this, right? They do. Ha ha highs. I had this Vendilion Clique too to like pressure the Gideon. Now, I'd be pretty surprised if they ever wanted to support Legacy more. Yeah, the late night Hoagland is always going to be Hoogle karaoke, so apologies to anyone that doesn't want to listen to me. But that's what y'all going to have to live with. What are we getting here with Recruiter Guard? We're going to end step Click and put this Counterspell on the bottom of my deck probably, and I'll say it like Flicker Wisp here. If they don't get something we can Counterspell, we're going to get rid of this Counterspell. If they do get something we can Counterspell, we're going to click them. Yep, I guess we're clicking them. Use Ring Darkness from above. I guess this is like good insurance against like this is good insurance against the Swords to Plowshares too. Always feel like nothing. Like Wizards supporting Legacy could sell packs. Like if they wanted it to. Sarah, Avenger, Sanctum, Prelate, Flickers. Man, they got a lot of annoying cards. It's probably just Sarah Avenger, right? So they have Flicker, Sanctum, Poker, the Sarah Avenger on the bottom. Hey, Bobby! Number one Hex player NA, Bob and Cheese. Congrats on your back-to-backs, buddy. Well deserved. You practice a lot. Glad to see it paying off for you. Okay, you're Gideon. Put some more counters on my Umezawa's Jurgit. Everything there besides... Yep. Bring darkness from above. Almost feel like nothing's changed at all, but if you close your eyes... Force is actually just a draw here, like keeping them off of a plow here is fine. I'm gonna be an optimist about this. I'm gonna be an optimist about this if you close your eyes. No blocks. Might as well just kill one of these. No, I want to be able to kill Sanctum Prelate probably. Yeah, I'm gonna kill one of these. Oh, I can remove a counter and then block with Stoneforge Mystic, right? Yeah, that's the line actually. That's much better. Yeah, I got there eventually. I got there right as chat did. Although chat's like a couple seconds behind me, so chat was technically faster, but I got there. You know, it's late. Spent the day running around with the kids outside. Nice Wasteland. God, I love playing a pile of basic lands. Can we just like talk about for a second how much I love playing a pile of basic lands? Alright, so I've got Revoker, Flicker Wisp, and then one card I don't know. The number is 1 deal. Stop it. And then like now they can just like never win the game, right? Like I have a force. Like they can't even plow me. Crack you for... I'm just gonna like pump this up. Get a little aggro here. I'm gonna leave 3 counters on here. Like casual 22-point swing. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. We've assembled Tron here. Who said we weren't playing Tron tonight? Was there someone that thought we weren't playing Tron? Because we are very clearly assembling Tron here. We drew a Mother of Runes. That really doesn't matter. I have Umezawa's Jitte. No, not Mother of Runes. My car goes beep beep. Their last card is a Flicker Wisp, so unless they draw a Cavern to put on whatever Flicker Wisp is, we just get to, like, force it and move on to game 3. Dang it, Bobby. Why you gotta say shit like that? Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Why? Would love to gain some life. Thanks. I agree. We're still like 0% of this game. I agree with that assessment. Okay, here's a question. Here's a real question. Is the 4th force better than the 2nd counterspell? The way that game played out, I almost feel like it might be. But I guess, like, we probably don't want to draw 2 forces a game, right? This is probably fine how it is. It's probably fine how it is. Gonna submit. Screw it. Against Deece. Even do like Deece plus to plow their mom on turn 1. Mommy. Mommy's home. Milf right there. Get him. Get it. Thalia, you say? That draw. This card's real good. Anymore. Card's annoying, like not the end of the world. Keep us you one more time. Bye. One last time. I mean, and this means they can't. This means they can't plow my Staticaster. So, deal. I think I'm just gonna be conservative and get a basic mountain here. It's like have good solid mana. I guess you could make an argument because I already have this Tundra. I could like get a Volk, but like if they have double Wasteland, I'd be pretty sad then. So I don't think I want to do that anymore. Give me you one last time. And I'm pretty sure with like this Umezawa's Jitte here too, I just did that draw. Like, do I even? I don't even really want to. I don't even really want to kill this, right? Like, good luck. Kind of like hang out till I have a force. Well, I guess I could just like get the Jitte active. Maybe I'm supposed to just get the Jitte active. Playing the Tundra is kind of medium. Maybe, like, I drew the Batterskull, so, like, if I drew a 5th land, I kind of wanted it. Okay, so like now we're naming Izzet Staticaster with this. And like they have another one to name Umezawa Jitte? I was going to hold it if I didn't draw the Snapcaster Mage. Sure. Sure. I mean, like, this just, like, worked out great for me, right? Here's my Snapcaster. No, I don't stream the Magic Online events. Their entry fee is far too high, and the distraction while streaming is far too much to, like, for me to stream them. Like, and, like, the opportunity cost of, like, someone ghosting me an event that I paid $25 to play in is just, like, far too high. Say hello to my little friend. They feel like kind of fucked no matter how they cut this, right? They probably like want to block here, right? Sure. Just now. I'm actually taking a break from Modern donation deck lists. I'm just like not enjoying playing Modern right now, and like when I'm not having fun, it's just like not worth my time to just like sit there and play the format. I like need to enjoy what I'm doing, otherwise it's just like not worth it. I'm gonna hold on to the Karakas for now. Yep. 10 out of 10 rogue. I'm gonna leave the counter on the Jitte though in case they draw another Revoker. Nobody know. I guess I could kill this and like Brainstorm here, but like until I'm like in danger of like moving to hand size to discard, I don't think I really want to do that. Like they're between like a Staticaster and a hard place, right? I will 10 out of 10 play Legacy Tron Link tonight if you donate for it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and kill this so we can Brainstorm. Wow. Huh. I'm glad I have a shuffle here. Leave planes up. Yeah, I know I get to shuffle. It's just like kind of unfortunate that we didn't hit the land there, right? Do I want the sword more than the Batterskull? I probably just want the Batterskull. This makes them have to kill the Stoneforge Mystic, and like they need to kill the Staticaster as well, so like they need to kill both of these things, and they only have 4 cards, so like if they have Plow, they probably don't have that much left going on. Certainly not enough to like... So, what my opponent did just now is actually a really subtle mistake. So, my opponent wastelanded me during their end step, when in reality they should definitely wait to do that because they don't lose anything by waiting till their turn to wasteland me. Like my Karakas is tapped. Like if my Karakas is untapped, it's a little bit different. Because it's tapped, they don't lose anything by waiting there, and they could end up like deciding they need the mana more than they need to cut me off of mana. All right, 4 more looks at the land. Ding. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look... And to answer Bob's question, yeah, they should be pretty dead here. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I'm just gonna like cast this Batterskull and like the game's gonna be pretty much over. I guess they'd have like Council Judgment here. How did the last league with Tron go? I played 2 leagues with Tron off stream and went 5-5 in them, playing a Punishing Fire configuration. I wasn't particularly happy with the Punishing Fire build, so I don't think I'm gonna play that again. If you consider 1 depths and 1 stage in the Legacy Tron deck, just being able to map or crop rotation in 2020 seems great. I think it's kind of narrow. I think you just like, you don't want a combo in your deck. If you want to be like, if your goal is to like combo people like that, you should just like play the Turbo Depths deck or like play Red Green lands. We actually kind of want, a Forcible at this point, right? I think I'm actually going to flash in the Snapcaster Mage and target this Ponder. I think we just want like a Force or a Counterspell that we could cast. Just so like if my, perfect. Lido! 10 out of 10, Legacy Tron. Deal. I mean, just like all these things are great, right? I just want all of these things. We'll never ever be the same. You're to blame. Yeah, this is kind of like a choose your own adventure book at this point. Like, this is like, if I was playing a match of Paper Magic right now, I would probably just like have my hand face up on the table and just like let my opponent know that they're allowed to concede at any point. Did we know it was there? Was that, we did know that was there, wasn't it? We pondered into it. Look, it's been a long day, folks. Lido, do you want me to play Green Black Tron, or can I try the White Splash? You paid for the league, you can pick. I'm pretty happy playing either. You to me. Fine. Try Basic Island here. Ho ho. What's the advantage to assembling Tron over Merit Liege, if you don't mind me asking? Well, getting Merit Liege into play isn't a win against the control decks in the format. Like, the 4-color control decks generally have somewhere between, like, 2 and 4 Edicts in their 75, plus Snapcaster Mages, and the white control decks obviously can just, like, Swords to Plowshare the Merit Liege. Whereas, like, Tron plays cards that just, like, overpower them with card advantage. Like, you can't Diabolic Edict the Karn off the table. Peace, MD. Yeah, and that's a good note to the folks that are just new to the stream here. If you, because I don't stream with copyrighted music on my channel, you can catch all of my stream replays on the YouTube. My YouTube channel is linked down below. I archive all of them there, and I break them up by deck and by format. So, like, if you want to watch more with this deck, I think I have 2 leagues on my YouTube channel currently with this blue-white red blade deck. My 3rd time playing it. I firmly believe that the Tron deck is better than the current Cloud Post decks that I've seen played. There might be a really awesome configuration of Cloud Post in the format somewhere. Maybe, like, I genuinely don't know, but like the Cloud Post decks that I have seen played post Sensei's Divining Top ban have all been mediocre. Got Umezawa's Jitte. Yeah, I'm gonna plow that so I can force the Jitte. Do I even need to force the Jitte? I might not. I can like keep their board pretty clear. I'm pretty sure I want to just like save these forces for like something. I don't even know at this point. I'm pretty well covered, right? Yeah, True-Name's gonna like hop in the car and just like run them out of the game. Yeah, I genuinely think, like, someone commented on my article when I posted it on Reddit. They were like, I'm pretty sure Cloud Post was, like, banned for Punishing Fire sins in Modern, and, like, I believe that 10 out of 10. Just, like, the last Cloud Post deck that got Cloud Post banned was, like, a Punishing Fire control deck. Explain to me. So we're just, like, 2 out of 2 so far tonight for me, just, like, kicking the ball firmly in game 1 and then just, like, mowing them down games 2 and 3. Umezawa's Jurgit has arrived. I guess they could, like, Flicker Wisp by Batterskull. You're like, why is Bloodbraid Elf banned in Modern? Bloodbraid Elf is probably, like, arguably worse than Collected Company a lot of the time. Hey, all waiting for this next batch to pop. I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your weekend here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer, and if you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see and you want to produce more awesome legacy content more often, there's a couple different ways you can do that. The first is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Those both support my work directly. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. Use code Hoagland PayPal. With them, you'll save 8% on all of your singles orders. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. If you're using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic singles with them. InkedGaming.com can help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12 there, you can save 12% on your orders of custom playmats, mouse pads, and sleeves. And finally, SpareDeck.com offers kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck, and you can rent it for a weekend or up to an entire month. Why own when you can buy? At any rate, our third match of the evening has popped. I've gone ahead and kept this hand. That's probably fine. It's really not. It's better than the Spell Pierce Counterspell hand we kept earlier. It's got like a Brainstorms to like fix this a little bit. Check back on the bet log. Turn 5 Embercool is very good enough. You just cast all the Pyroclasms, emmy them. Collected subtext for the Bad Hammer. I really hope that so like they promised that there weren't going to be shakeup bans before the next PT. So I really hope they do shakeup unbans. I would love to see them just like dump Stoneforge and Bloodbraid Elf back into the format, maybe a Jace. So I genuinely think that if they would have left Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise legal in Modern long enough, people would have eventually realized that Dig Through Time was better than Treasure Cruise. I really genuinely believe that to be true. Of course, that could also be like part of my bias showing like I spent the entire time digging Treasure Cruise for legal, casting Dig Through Time and not casting Treasure Cruise, and like it's a really messed up strong card. How do you feel about Preordain? I feel like if you're going to put cards like Ponder or Preordain back into Modern, you just have to like rip the band-aid off and like ban Grape Shot. Like Wizards keeps like dancing around like leaving Storm legal, and like if they just leave only empty legal so you can like clean up the board with sweepers and like be able to interact with the Storm deck more past turn 2 or 3, like if you're going to put the powerful cantrips back in, Storm probably shouldn't be a thing, or at least not Grape Shot. I mean, you could argue Modern's... I mean, there's definitely a strong case to be made that Modern's not stale. Like, Modern's very varied. Yep, that is a... Look at that. Look at that educated assessment from Burgle. That's why you're on the Hex team, Burgle, because you're a smart cookie. And again, as someone who enjoys like combo control decks, Escape Shift with Dig Through Time was so much fun. It's all I want to do is just like cast Dig Through Times and find Escape Shifts and Cryptic Commands. Like, is that really asking so much? This could be, there were 2 Miracles decks that top 8'd the challenge last weekend. So we might be in for a slog here. It could also be a mirror. He says as his opponent plays a Stoneforge. I'm going to Brainstorm here because we get 2 counterspells we could draw. Tilt. Really don't need a Batterskull of my own. I think I want a 5th land at this point. I think I'm okay with that. I guess I could correct this fetch and just like brainstorm again here. It's like if I find force plus blue card I don't really care about, I could probably... Yeah, it's probably not unreasonable. And like, it's not like these are wasted brainstorms, right? Like I'm putting back cards I don't really care about. Yeah, this is fine. Everybody, throw up your hands, say I don't wanna be in love. I don't wanna be in love at a good down. I don't think I'm gonna play around to Spell Pierce. Like, these decks usually play equal parts Spell Pierce and Counterspell, so I think, like, playing this into a potential Spell Pierce next turn while they don't have Counterspell up is, like, reasonable. There could be an argument made for just, like, playing the True-Name Nemesis, too, but, like, the Jace is much higher upside. I guess I also, like, get to plow this, too. I think playing a non-proactive deck in Modern is a fool's errand. I think Gabriel Nassif is the one that 5-0'd with that deck, and he's probably much better at Magic than you are, and he's probably much better at Magic than I am, so, like, that's part of the reason why he 5-0'd with the deck list, on top of being, like, a good, healthy mix of lucky. Like, anyone that 5-0's anything is going to be lucky to do so. Like, Modern's a game that has variance by design. But this also, like, potentially baits a Spell Pierce here. Like, do you want to pierce my plow and then let me untap and slide my Jace the Mind Sculptor? Like, one of the best things you can do in Magic is, like, recognize when you're worse than other people, and, like, most of us are certainly worse than Gabriel Nassif, so, like, that's part of the reason why that deck did well. Nassif's less, like, King Dirtle Master. But you're a force, 10 out of 10. Say hello to my little friend. Be in love, I don't wanna be... 10 out of 10 forcing a Spell Pierce. Forcing a force, pitch Ponder. Pitching back to basics. Alright, sure. Got to do it some... Oh man, I just countered a Magic card with a Yu-Gi-Oh card? That's so dirty. More. Pippin on the phone here. Sun here. I'm gonna redraw this Ponder next turn. It's fine. Find a new one, everybody. Say I don't wanna be in love. I don't wanna be in love. Oh! Oh! What a convenient Magic card I have here. Don't think about that one, ladies and germs. I think I'm actually going to Jace Storm again here. So there's 2 cards we don't know underneath there. I actually don't really mind finding another land, too. Put this Batterskull back. Put this land back. Deal. They have main deck back to basics, so I'm going to fetch a basic plains here. You know, maybe I'm supposed to do this first, so that way if this gets countered, I can plus this. Wait, not punished. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to do that, actually. I'm gonna get sort of fire and ice with this. Some card advantage going on. Be an American idiot. Does a new media. Can you hear the sounds of hysteria? Blaming a mindfuck America. Come to a new kind of tension all across the alien nation. Everything isn't meant to be okay. Can we do song requests? Of tomorrow. Cast this with Counterspell up. I wonder if there's a way... I wonder if there's a way I could set up, like, a public... Or there's, like, a way I could bake my Pandora station or something, like... There's a place where I could, like, queue my playlist up that, like, people could click in and, like, listen to the same thing I'm listening to without me casting it over my Twitch stream. Maybe I'll look into that. Don't show them red. Good call, Rogue. Does Spotify allow to do that? Like everyone listens to the same thing at the same time without me streaming it? Like I can like send them to a URL and it's gonna play them the same exact thing I'm listening to? So like, this is like the fun part of the control game. I'm just like gonna make sure I stay up on clock on my opponent here because like this game is over, but like my opponent hasn't conceded yet for some reason. And like, you know, their choice, I guess, but like I got a Fire at Ice and a Jace the White Sculptor here, so it's like it's not even about so like the moral this is wrong parts of this aside, like what if they'll concede to that? Like the morality of it aside, like the fact that like it's morally gray to like stream with music that you don't have permission to stream with, like the fact that that's like morally gray, that aside, like I also like it's against the Twitch terms of service and it's technically illegal for me to stream with music I don't have the rights to stream with. So yeah. And also like I don't want to force people to like listen to my shitty music. Like I get that like some of you might enjoy it, but like there's probably a large portion of people that are like, no, I don't want to listen to Hoagland's like 8th grade emo music that like he didn't get asked to the high school dance and he's listening to it now. Like that's probably not enjoyable for a lot of you. All right, so we're gonna put back Verdict in the land, I think, here. It's Arid Mesa. Also, like I love the content creators that try and justify it to themselves too. It's like, man, could you imagine if someone like stole my Twitch videos and was like making money with them? Like, I would be like super annoyed, right? That like someone is using my stuff to make money for themselves. It's like, what are you doing, wanker? Like, I worked hard to make this stuff. Like, these people worked hard to make this music, and like you're using it with like no royalties to like supplement their content. Am I supposed to equip there? I guess I could tap these two. That's fair. What's the downside to not equipping? This has protection, Burgle. Protection includes preventing damage. To hell. My opponent is now down 3 minutes on clock. God bless. You'll be thinking to yourself, where did it all go wrong? I mean, like, I could want to use like all my mana next turn. So like equipping's probably ideal. And like just like I didn't equip to bluff something, which is like probably bad. Equipping doesn't protect from Snap Council's Judgment. Yes, Deluge does minus, not damage. Well, if your Jace isn't being threatened to die, or your Jace isn't threatened to like, if you don't think your Jace is going to die to damage next turn, you should probably brainstorm with it. If you like have other ways to win the game in your deck, and you probably should, like the decks that like only have Jace to win the game with, I really hate playing. So like you should just keep drawing cards with this card. Thanks, Neg. I'll check that out. Traded Brabaz for True-Name Nemesis. You're definitely on the upside of that one. Alright, assuming that's the same Batterskull. Wasteland my Karakas. They have Wasteland in their deck, that's interesting. Long boy, you never tell. Well, I guess I'm casting this Umezawa Jitte. think I want to just draw some cards here, right? I think I want to just draw some cards here. I think I want to let their Jace live. I'm going to give him one more turn with Jace and just draw an extra card. Kill their Stoneforge Mystic. I'm not playing out this second True-Name because I want to play around Supreme Verdict. No, we saw back to basics out of them, and they have Counterspell in their deck, so like, they're probably a more mid-range deck. There could be an argument for plussing my Jace now that they have the Wasteland, because they could like end step Clique and then attack the Jace, and they could like Wasteland my Karakas before they play the Clique. Like, I kind of just don't want them to put the Batterskull into play without investing more mana. Also, like, by attacking them, I might just ignore the Jace and try and kill them here, Rogue. Like, next turn I'm hitting them for 7 down to 5. They're, like, really under the gun to draw Supreme Verdict. A lot of these decks, especially, like, the Wasteland versions, I feel like don't have Verdict in the main deck. I feel like there's a very real chance that we just, like, attack them twice here and they die. Oh, sure. My code. Leave me alone. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit them for 7. It's like kill them next turn. And I'm gonna plus my Jace this time around because they're threatening to kill it with the True-Name. Like me. Probably should have Fate Sealed myself first. I do not want to redirect to Jace, thanks. That's a perfect draw. They didn't need to Fate Seal myself. I knew the perfects was on top. Nope, not putting that on the bottom. I'm gonna avoid playing this mountain because, like Rogue said, I think this game's locked up here, and I want to avoid showing them that I have red mana. Are you new here, Rogue? I feel like you must be new here. First, there was the Force on top of my deck. You're not wrong. Yeah, like if we win this game and they like take the next game off of us, they have to win 2 games in 14 minutes. It's like pretty real. People are so slow on Magic Online. Use your hotkeys, folks. We're playing blue, white, splash red for some sideboard card Stoneblade. It's the Rogue 007 deck list, basically, that we played a couple times on stream before. They do not have a Council's Judgment in the bin, so this can resolve. Attack Jace to run the clock. It's not even just F6, right? Like, I'm just, like, using my auto pass. Or my hotkey to, like, pass priority. I mean, you could also just assume, like, it's a 9th fetch land. Which it actually is a 9th fetch land in this deck. Yeah, like, I'm talking to all of y'all and, like, reading chat messages, like, checking Twitter while I'm playing here, and I'm up 6 minutes right now. Dad's with a slut. Like, what's going on right now is, like, the reason why I would never want to play, like, paper TCG sucks so much. Like, playing a deck like this when I have a shared clock with my opponent seems miserable. I'm going to open that in a web browser for later. Thank you. Won't you be a good sister Brainstorming's not that hard. Like, people talk about Brainstorming being this, like, really difficult card to cast. Just put the 2 worst cards back on top of your deck. It's really not that difficult. Nobody else sees. House. I see things that nobody else sees. Alright, to bring in all of these. Explosives is fine. Pierce is probably better than Flusterstorm, actually. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, oh, it's just like, yeah, it's so frustrating. It's been a hell of a ride, Jeff, from Kiki/Loam to Tron and Brainstorm. That's such a good. I'm gonna screenshot that one, Trey. That's fantastic. What a wild year. What a wild 2 years it's been. How do you feel about this board plan, Rogue? I am planning to play the Legacy Challenge tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Through the curtains, D-O-L. Okay, I bet that for $1. I'm gonna swap one. I think I want some plows just to like stop early Stoneforges. I think this is fine. I like that. Yeah, good suggestion. Thank you to everyone that's hanging out today. I really appreciate the resubscriptions. Those folks are the reason why I'm able to spend as much time doing this as I do. You know, I stream because I enjoy doing it, but if I didn't have the number of subscribers that I did, I would definitely have to spend more time doing things that bring in money for the family. Will you do a commentary on the Legacy Challenge recording ever? I really enjoyed the last time that when Magic Online had it working properly. Maybe I'll record it. So, like, the problem with the hand blocker and the delay is that, like, most people don't want to watch that, and it's, like, actually detrimental to my streaming to, like, stream with a low concurrent viewer number, because, like, if I stream the Legacy Challenge, like, on a delay with a hand blocker, like, I'll probably have, like, 80 to 100 people watching it, but, like, that takes my average viewer count and drags it way down, which is, like, something that I use to, like, help bring in advertisers. I'm like, hey, I have this many average concurrent viewers, and I stream this often. So, like, it's, like, actively detrimental to me as a streamer to do something like that. I think I want to fetch a basic there. It's like all pretty decent, right? Like, don't really want this sword. That's since I have like 2 Stoneforges and I have a Jitte in my hand already. But like, I'm probably gonna draw Brainstorm at some point, right? I kept Jace in my hand already. This is probably just a shuffle. Like, the Red Blast is pretty good. God, the art on this is fantastic. I don't have to draw the sword. I kind of have to draw the sword. Oh, I play Stoneforge next turn. Oh, good call. Good call. God, Rogue is so smart. Rogue is so smart. I have no idea. This is just the one MTGO Trader sent me. I mean, like, if they counter a Stoneforge Mystic, they're not countering something else, right? Like, this is like one of my lower impact cards. If I was traveling to a real Legacy event, I would almost certainly be playing Grixis Delver or something like what I'm playing now. I think the Tron deck's like very reasonable. It's like a fun metagame choice, but like I think anyone that's like not playing Grixis Delver and like if you're playing a Legacy event and you genuinely care about winning, you should probably be registering Grixis Delver or something close to what I'm playing here. I think those are like 2 of the best decks Legacy has to offer. And like if you genuinely care about winning in the event that you're playing, you should be playing one of these 2 decks. And there's going to be people that are going to disagree with me about that, but these decks are much more powerful than a lot of the things the format has to offer. And like, I think I enjoy, like, this deck might actually be worse than Grixis Delver, but like, I enjoy playing this deck a little bit more and it still feels pretty powerful. Is the 4-color deck a good choice to expect a lot of fair decks? I actually think the 4-color deck isn't that great against properly built Grixis Delver decks that like have good people playing them. So no, I don't think the 4-color deck is a good choice. I don't think lands is a very good Magic deck. I hope Jody Keefe's not in the audience, but like every time I've played with lands and played against lands, it doesn't feel that impressive to me. And like land's best matchup is Grixis Delver, and again, I think a well-built Grixis Delver deck can hedge lands and the 4-color decks while still being good against the combo decks. Do daydreams boo? And like every deck in Magic, and this includes Legacy, is like going to do better when it's piloted by good Magic players. And like Jody Keefe is a fantastic Magic player, and like there's a lot of people that are like fantastic Magic players that like take tier 2 decks and like do really well consistently with them. And like the 4-color deck probably isn't that much worse than Grixis Delver in the abstract, but I think there's enough important matchups where the Delvers are very good that like it's just a better deck. But what about those 4-color? That's the 4-color control deck that I'm talking about, Bob. Ponder's actually a fantastic draw. Because they're less likely to counter this one. God, that's atrocious. Gross. God bless us, everyone. Might actually crack this fetch so I don't have to draw any of those cards, too. The extra trying the Pyroblast is probably fine. Like, that card's really good in this matchup. Your fantasy is become your legacy. Promise me a place in your house of memories. Oh. I'm gonna fetch. I think I want to just, like, have a chance to draw land here. Ding. How many counter spells do they have? Hopefully not 2. They might have 2 counter spells here. That kind of sucks. Picture now, shake it till you see it. It's got a lot of action in it, though. Promise me a place. Baby, we built this house of memories. And when is that? Do you have a 3rd counterspell? Doesn't look like it. Me a place in your house of memories. Hopefully we hit a land next turn so we can play Sword of Fire and Ice plus have Snap Red Blast up. Okay, perfect. You don't have a plow here, they're going to be up a creek without a paddle. In case God doesn't show, we'll let the good times roll, let the good want these words to make. Oh, I guess they could just block, right? Wait, what? What? Sure. My opponent should have blocked. I don't understand why they didn't block, but, you know, more power to them. To each his or her own. So this, sure. Alright. One night, yet one more time. Thanks for the memories, thanks for the memories. If it tastes like you, Miss Sweeter. Forward to the future, but my eyesight is going black, and these crystal balls, it's always cloudy except for Look into the past. One night. Did I bring in my third Supreme Verdict? I didn't. Maybe I'm supposed to have the third Supreme Verdict in my deck to, like, have the max ways to kill their true names. I could buy that for $1. So my opponent has Batterskull plus a couple other cards in their hand. They're now down 8 minutes on their clock, so they've got 8 minutes to figure out how to win this game and win a third game. I'm really glad I decided to play this league tonight. I'm 10 out of 10 playing this tomorrow. I am listening to music and not playing it on stream. Form of crunching numbers in hotel rooms. Collecting pay sheets, lovers, get you out of my mind. Thinking of True-Name answers, it's Brainstorm for one. Those are not True-Name answers. Crack a fetch land, try again. Thanks for the memories, thanks for they weren't so great. It tastes like you, my sweeter. One night, yet one more time. That's awkward. That's not really a true name because I don't want to lose my sword. I think I just need to verdict, yeah. I agree with that assessment. I think we're just wrathing. I'm like, is it worth me gaining 6 to give them 4? Probably not. No, I don't think so, Rogue. I think I'm just supposed to do it now. I guess there's a chance they don't block because they didn't block with the Stoneforge last turn, but like... I don't want the cards on top of my deck right now, so let's correct this fetch. Huh. Huh. Get one of all these. The world is our oyster, I think. We're gonna like end step snap brainstorm if they don't give us something to counterspell. Sure. Maybe I'm just supposed to snap red blast that. I'm probably supposed to snap blast that. Because like I want to put the Snapcaster in play anyways. I don't know why they didn't do that on their turn, right? Hey! Unknown Earn with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Welcome. Make sure you link your Discord account with your subscribed Twitch account and check out the Sublimely Discord server. Maybe something to snap Spell Pierce. Deal. And I'm going to snap the Spell Pierce here. Opponent's all done. You definitely get your money's worth out of playing your Magic events when you play this deck. Lots of long randy games. I've seen playing Miracles vomit. That's 27 days ago, so maybe they're not playing that still. This hand's pretty mediocre. I'm actually gonna play this Scalding Tarn and pass. We don't know what they're playing necessarily, so nah, that's not true. I'm looking for like a Stoneforge Mystic, right? Or a Brainstorm. Like Brainstorm and Stoneforge are the cards we're looking for. Asking you shall receive, I suppose. I think I'm okay drawing the Plow next turn. Because they often have, if they're playing the Miracles deck, they often have, what's it called in it? Oh, I'm blanking on the word, Mentor. Yeah, it's sort of Fire and Ice with this. This is one of our better cards in the matchup for sure. So if they kill the Stoneforge Mystic, it's like still a relevant card. The type of matchup where these swords grind really well. Having the two forces together is pretty decent in the fair matchup, because it means we can just pitch one to the other. Made of you. I wanna shelter you. My Seeker took is bad here. I get Spell Pierce now. I want to fight over this. They Spell Pierce this and then like untap and Jace us. I'm gonna be sad. They have a Jace for turn 4. That force is really bad. But like if they don't have a counterspell there, we're like in a pretty great spot. Now our hand is just abysmal. Hand wasn't getting much better, I guess. Alright, they drew Terminus. Now you can tell my opponent's an experienced control player because they're up on clock on me right now. Pretty rare. Yeah, Brainstorm would be like D+. You made... That's a main deck Gideon. Okay. I think we're like sub 5% to win this game, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack it in. Feel like I want to do this. Don't want these. Cut one plow. Think I want to do this. Do I want a Verdict or two to like clean up after Monastery Mentor? I don't know that I do. You guys want a couple of plows? Like like there's a reason why I've been doing well with Tron Online. Like the online format is pretty excessively inbred. I just feel like Rogue, a lot of the games we're winning, we need to be on the board, and like Verdict resetting our own board's pretty mediocre. Why is there a Staticaster in my deck? I want a Verdict. You take out Forcible in these grindy mid-range matchups like this. Could I cut a land? How do you feel about cutting land in these longer matchups? Maybe not on the play, cut a land on the draw? I don't mind. Letting it down easy, but just give it time. No, Karakas bounces Vendilion Clique, which is really good in this matchup. Do that. Up around you. That's fine. Exciting, but fine. Living in the real world. Ain't it good? Being all alone. Right on Time Ponder. So Volcanic Island means we should expect Rebs out of them post-board too. Batterskull here. Rubble. Yeah, 10 out of 10 agree, Rogue. Ain't it fun? Right, probably gonna get Terminus during my upkeep here and put the sword into play. Yep. And now, like, I'm exposing my Stoneforge Mystic activation to a click here, but, like, I think that's fine. Like, if they want to click me in response to a Stoneforge activation, like, I'm gonna have a thing either way. Yeah, actually, that's the Planeswalker we're talking about, Sisbob. The 5-mana Commander Nahiri is a card that I kind of want to try. I'm probably gonna play one tomorrow in the challenge. I forgot to put one in my deck tonight. Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Living in the real world. Just gonna try and hit them with this here. Really not worried about Blood Moons or Back to Basics or anything like that out of them, so I'm just gonna get all my colors here. Like Wear Teared here or something, like Brainstorm into, oh, Predict into Terminus. It's a bit of a tilt. Ooh, we're gonna hit him with this. That's exciting. Have a little card advantage, friend. Friendo. Have some card advantage, friendo. That was like Primo Dece Plus. Primo Dece Plus. And like, now I can end step click them with Red Blast backup, and then like untap and like Jace the Mind Sculptor them, which sounds like super exciting. You want to ponder here? I kind of want to ponder here, right? Looking for like counterspells. Don't mind if it does. I don't want any of those. I'm gonna click them in response to this. Because they only know one card on their deck right now, right? Because they put the Terminus back plus one other card. So if I click them here, this like messes with their predict. Right? Because they brainstormed. Sweet. Yeah. I just want to like screw with their predict. Red Blast resolves. That's fine. That's fine. I get their -1 card from the predict. This is a Magic Online promo, Red Elemental Blast. It's very hot in the most literal and figurative sense. Now and again. Are you fucking kidding me? They blind hit. They literally just blind hit with it. What a fucking tilt. Alright, big bucks on Flusterstorm. That's really frustrating. It's probably the extra fucking card they drew too from the predict. Yep. Yeah, I feel like I like all the lines I took this game. The only line that could have been different is like maybe it's not worth Vendilion clicking to like stop the predict, and like they have a Jace now too. Come on, dude, just play the Jace. At least I'm now up on clock. I've got that going for me. Not that it's going to be relevant in this match. We got a few things this Brainstorm could find that could be useful for us. I'm having the disenchant for the other thing is pretty good too. Alright, let's a snap reb. I could kill this. Let's Brainstorm first, see what we find. We find some protection for the snap reb, which we did. Meddling Mage. Okay, I'm gonna put back Meddling Mage and Flooded Strand and then Ponder again. Probably shuffle those away. Yep. Good night today. Get out of here. Yeah, Storm interface on Magic Online. When you walk away at the water and say, see the lightning in your eyes, see the lightning. If I get forced here, I might flip my chair. And by that I mean they're just gonna play another Jace and I'm gonna be really sad. It's the same about me. Your body's gonna pay, and if you can't get what you want, well, it's all because of me. Alrighty, what you got, friendo? What if they dazed it? Oh god. Gate slid, we'd be done. No, I promised a Tron Lake. Someone donated for a Tron Lake. Red blasting my Snapcaster Mage, I assume. Oh, we're disenchanting my sword. Tilt. That light. And like this is again, we're like, if we had the Lithomancer in our deck, like we could like get back the sword or this Batterskull here. It's like kind of huge. I don't have one of those. Like they're playing it, like they've got a main deck Gideon of all things, so like they definitely want to win a matchup like this much more than we do. Jitte is like 10 out of 10 our worst equipment in this matchup by a lot. It's the only one we have left. Good D skies. Hit him right between the eyes. Hit him right between the eyes. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, thankfully gaining 2 life is probably not going to matter here, but I intended to gain some life there. And the good news is we got 4 looks, or 5 looks at an answer to this Jace. Potentially more. So snap this Ponder. Remember, you want to ponder, not brainstorm, because ponder gives you 4 looks because it gives us a shuffle. But those are all cards I want, so including that Jace answer. Oh, no shuffles, please. We make. Maybe I just put the Meddling Mage on top so I can cast that naming Terminus next turn. I mean, they're actually kind of low on life, right? They're at 8 here. Miss you yet. Only when I start to think about it. Like, we're still in this game, right? Like, things broke really well from our opponent, like, even down to the point where, like, they blind hit on a predict, and, like, still, like, in this game. They're going up to 5 cards in hand, like our mediocre board versus, like, our Brainstorm, but I'm not feeling the worst. They chose not to shuffle. That's bad for us. Monastery Mentor here. Snap, sure. You, gross. Time we lie awake. Every hit we take. Like, even more now that I heard you singing 3 Days Grace. Missed you yet. I just like passing the turn here. Or I want to just like brainstorm into this Meddling Mage and cast it. I kind of don't hate brainstorming into their Meddling Mage and casting it. Unknown Urn. You just subscribed tonight, right? You might need to wait a little bit. Yeah, so it automatically syncs every like so often. Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna let that happen. Just like hold this counterspell for something else. Just like gonna pass here. The problem is I've kind of run out of ways to close, right? I guess I have a Clique and 2 True-Names left. This is like the terminus here. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Peace, Rat. Stopping by. Remember, as always, folks that didn't catch the whole stream, we've been streaming for about 2 hours tonight. Or if you're, I wonder if I should just, like, name one of their threats. You definitely have a bunch of Snapcaster Mages left in their deck, right? Maybe I just Meddling Mage Snapcaster Mage. Maybe offering the trade is bad? I don't actually know. Yeah, I definitely think Vrin's Prodigy is going to see some play with the new Planeswalker role. I'm definitely going to try it in a few things here on the stream. About deck size, yeah, that's an important metric. I'm gonna name Snapcaster Mage here. I feel like that's a 4 in their deck. Thought about playing your stream with music, but playing having your video recorded to 1. It is against the law for me to stream copyrighted music on my stream. It is against the Twitch terms of service that I have agreed to. The people that you watch that stream with music playing, they are breaking not only their Twitch terms of service, but if they live in the US, they're breaking copyright law. God, what a fucking tilt. I assume we're just dead here. I guess if we hit like if we hit True-Name here and it resolves, we could be okay. Do you feel like a man when you push her around? Do you feel better now? To the ground. Well, I'll tell you, my friend, one day this world's going to... I keep playing on the off chance we, like, stumble into a True-Name and can win the game, but, like, we're pretty dead here. Flusterstorm is very, very good. Very powerful magic card. Say you're right again. People love you. Do you feel like a man when you push her around? Do you feel better now? Read your Pandora agreement. Your Pandora agreement is agreeing for you to listen to the music personally in a personal setting. It's actually against your Pandora agreement to even play music in a business, I believe. And again, I am not a lawyer, so like don't take the things I'm saying as legal advice, but like I've looked into it. I've looked into it. Do you feel like a man? Are you singing a song about the therapeutic effects of beating your wife? It's actually a song that's talking about it's this guy's like, do you like feel like a big man for like beating up this woman because you're a shitbag? Like you shouldn't feel like a big man because you're pushing this woman around. I think there might be, actually. We lost that match, but that's fine. Let's get the last one going on here. All right, for the last match to pop, I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer, and if you're new and enjoying yourself, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see and help me produce more awesome legacy content, there's a couple different ways you can do that. The first is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using code Jeff5, you'll save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com can help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12 at checkout with them, you could save 12% on your purchase of custom playmats, mouse pads, and sleeves. And finally, SpareDeck.com would love to rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. They're kind of a unique service. If you're someone like me who doesn't play paper very often, they're a great service to like avoid buying a deck and then like having to buy lists that are like borrowing cards from folks. So super convenient. At any rate, thanks everyone for hanging out. We're still waiting for the last match to pop here. We're gonna finish this league up with this last match, and then we're gonna burn through a Legacy Tron League real quick afterwards. Who really reads those agreement things, right? Actually, while I'm waiting this, I'm going to clone this. Want to try green-white configuration. The toughest matchups for this Tron deck are like the Storm type decks. So I want to put some like green hate bears on the board, I think. Or white hate bears on the board, sorry. Word I'm searching for. I would love to 5-0 with Tron. I've only ever 4-1 and 3-2'd with it. This bitch published. I'm actually going to cut a Sylvan Scrying since we're on crop rotation, something I've been thinking about too. So you got a bunch of Thorns here. I think I want a couple of Thalias. Are there any other white cards we should be playing in the board? So there's Thalia. Canonist is actually pretty good. It's unfortunately not. Sacred Ground. I'm gonna have to look that one up. It's got our last batch popped here. We could do some. You're only bringing in Thalia against the Storm deck, Bob. So, like, when we're bringing in Thalia and Thorn, like, it's an effect that's, like, stopping us from losing the game. It's not coming in against Delver decks. It's, like, exclusively Storm and spell-based combo. That's awesome. That's really good. Yeah, it seems fine, right? The mana's a little bit medium if they're a Wasteland deck, but, like, the spell composition is fine. No, my opponent has pulled my pants down and is looking at my is looking at my family jewels. I hate this card. I really hope, like, Legacy is 10 out of 10 my favorite format in Magic right now, but I really hope they ban this card. It just, like, doesn't add anything of value to the format, and it's just, like, miserable design. And this is, like, someone who, like, enjoys playing Grixis Delver. I hope they ban this card. Ooh la la la. Thoughts on Maverick? I think it's a bad fair deck. Could be Delver, could be Storm. Is in fact Storm Marino. I guess this could still be Delver, right? Cabal Therapy Probe, like my Delver deck plays. It took Ponder. Okay, let's hope we draw a blue card. Right now, love me now, now. Man, we're about to be deado on turn 2. Down. Probably Storm. Oh, it's a fair deck. Okay, sure. Alright, suddenly feeling less bad. I don't even think it's that Probe's too good on, like, a power level axes. I just feel like Probe's like, oh god, we drew another Plow. I'm gonna cast this Umezawa's Jurgit, I think. Pretty sure they're not a Daze deck. And if they're a Daze, I'd rather this get Daze than my True-Name. I don't think Death and Taxes is a particularly good deck. I think the fair decks that exist in today's current format, like the 4-color Control deck and the Miracles deck and the current iterations of Grixis Delver are all, like, reasonable against Death and Taxes, and, like, those were the types of decks that, like, Death and Taxes was typically supposed to prey on. I feel really bad when he flashes back this therapy and names Swords to Plowshares, but, like, that's our life. And forever. Oh, yeah. Now it's, like, definitely coming. Although, I guess they might take the True-Name, depending on how many answers they have. No. I need my mind up. Okay, sweet. It actually feels better to just get 1-for-1 by that card than the alternative. Do this first here before we ponder. So I'm going to put Stoneforge back, Brainstorm back, draw the Ponder, play my land for the turn, and this way I can force pitch Ponder to counter a Jace here, and then next turn I can Brainstorm into the Stoneforge Mystic, put this Plow back, and then cast the Stoneforge to shuffle my deck. Seems super reasonable. Sure. Yeah, there's some videos of me playing the Breya and Commander I 5-0'd a league in their 1v1 competitive thing. The format, I really don't enjoy the format, for being completely honest. Forcing a Leovold here. They're playing, okay, so they're playing a Lurin. Got it. Got it. Okay. That makes more sense. Shardless Agent with that. Long Ponder, my old friend. Do I want to hold this Brainstorm to force? Probably not, because they got this. Do I want that sword? I might want that sword, actually. I feel like I want that sword. Maybe I just want Batterskull for an extra body. But if this dies, I don't have the Batterskull anyways, then. That's fair. I think I'm just passing the turn here. Represent Counterspell. Well, I guess I could Brainstorm into Counterspell plus Blue Source. Should be good. We want to just try not die to their combo. Like the Sword of Fire and Ice, Sands and Abrupt Decay is going to be pretty good against their fair game plan here. Why'd they fetch it up there? They didn't know the top card of their deck, right? That's fine. Yep, links are enabled in chat. Act like an adult and you'll be treated like an adult. Act like a child, you'll be treated like a child. Feels like an Abrupt Decay. Not. I wish I would have Brainstormed last turn now. Huh. Put these back like this. This on here. You're supposed to equip the Umezawa Jitte. Because they didn't leave this back. This feels like an Abrupt Decay, like, regardless of how I slice it. Irish band fell in love with an Englishman. That's fine, right? Yeah, that's fair, Rogue. God, they named Force. That's such a fucking tilt. No, it's only this. That's the third therapy they've cast. All right, yeah, I thought it was only the second, but nope. Yep, we've been lots of therapies. In an Irish band, she fell in love with an Englishman. Feel like I need to shuffle now. Go away, girl. Na 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 na. Perfect. That's much better than the counterspell I shuffled away. Na 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 na. Go away, girl. That worked out great. Yeah. I missequenced my equipment. Should have gotten them to decay the Jitte instead of the Fire and Ice or the Stoneforge Mystic. So because I sequenced my things wrong, we're gonna get punished. Stoneforge, sure. They have a Jace the Mind Skull. God, this... I can't wait to Tron people in this next league. This format is so fucking inbred. It's unreal. The number of people just doing like these big dumb fair things. Ugh. Sylvan Library. Golly gee. God, this deck is already so reasonable against the fair decks. I don't understand why you would put so much extra clunk into it. He went through an Allurin phase. Oh. It's a power move. Oh, Deathray Shaman? Alright, the fourth land in a row is my cue to concede the game. Maybe I'm supposed to keep playing just because, like, they're down on clock. Canonist is decent. Pyroblast is pretty good, right? Go Gadget Clunker, right? That's probably isn't good enough. I feel like most boards I'm not going to want a Verdict. I don't want all of these. Split them 1-1 for Cabal Therapy. Better than them. Use your words. Why is Explosives good? It doesn't seem particularly good. I can't kill a Lurin with it, and they have lots of varying converted mana costs. Apple of... Opponent has Veteran Explorer in their deck. So... let's do this. Their deck's pretty fair. Like, I think I want some forces, but, like... their deck's pretty fair, so too many forces is probably bad. Sure. Sure. When your Veteran Explorer deck needs that extra mana. Passing judgment on your sexual life and passing judgment on the... So I shouldn't auto-pass, I have a force. That's the actual upside to playing... the actual upside to playing Tron in Legacy. You get to auto-pass and not feel bad about it. Rogue with the clutch Twitch chat advice. He's dead, Jim. It's actually a really decent hit for us. Better than them. Better than them. One non-artifact spell per turn, friendo. It's awkward that this doesn't stop Shardless Agent, but it is what it is. Yeah, like, it's like slowing down their extra mana. And we get to, like, put this friendo into play next turn. Advertised, silly me, who believe. You put on a show. Oh. Well, friendo, we tried. Gave it the old college best. Be with you. It's the old basic Mountain Rooney here. And one less mana since they're missing line drops. And I'm gonna be like really tilted when we get spell pierced here. Forget me. Alright, which one of these things do I not want to redraw? I'm probably redrawing all of them actually, right? Yeah, probably. Although I guess I'm probably plussing this Jace next turn, so maybe that's not strictly true. Yeah, I probably wanted that True-Name. Probably wanted the True-Name on top of my deck, so that way I could draw it again next turn, guaranteed. Although I guess, like, if they don't attack the True-Name with the Jace with both their guys, I can, like, don't need to. Yeah, I think I should have put the True-Name on top. I think I stacked that Stoneforge True-Name. Got me to forget me. Let's start Fate Sealing. Cause you got me to forget me. Do I want to shuffle this True-Name? It's probably fine. Rex Sage, I want to put that on the bottom. Yes, yes I do. And I'm gone. You want to just get this one? Maybe I should ponder for a land there. If I have 5 mana, I can, like, play Sword plus Equip next turn. I mean, their deck technically has a combo in it, right? I think I'm just gonna plow this. Their end step. Search by Snapcaster Mage on. Sure. Regardless agent. Huh. I'll plus Strix here. They're gonna make mana with this because they have to bounce the death rate now, so they'll return the death, replay the death rate. Since we drew that, I'm just gonna Jace Storm here. Those are good hits. Really don't need this Sword of Fire and Ice, right? Play this. Plow this. I could Snap Plow the Cavern Harpy and then blast it on the way back down. Do for fun. Oh, they have Rex Sage plus 2 unknowns in their hand. I wish I would have made them kill me last game. Probably could have realistically been on the time them out plan. So we knew that was happening. They also need like a blue or black creature, right? They need a blue or black creature here in order to replay the Cavern Harpy first. Home again. Friend. Down. Fun. Here comes a Lurin. Yep. Yeah, let's hope the last card's a brick. Oh, so we're dead? I believe that means we're dead. I guess they could have put the Cavern Harpy back, right? If they're smart, we're dead. I believe this means we get to live a turn, right? What's happening? Alright, Magic Online's just lagging. Magic Online doing Magic Online things. And there's a Council's Judgment on top of my deck, right? Everybody says yes. I'm gonna vote for this one. Jace Storm before we do anything here. Anything else? I want to think about whether or not they want to put this pair of 6/6 into play. I guess I want to ponder first out. I might want to Fate Seal actually. Might want to Fate Seal first. I'm gonna ponder first because I'm gonna Fate Seal if we can't kill this. Do I want this sword? Probably not. Huh. I'm gonna any order and shuffle this. Actually, an okay hit. Probably Rex Sage on top of their deck. Oh, they shuffled, right? Because they recruited. Yes, put that on the bottom. They Vorash strongholding this Cavern Harpy to the top of their deck. That seems long and slow. I guess it's another flying creature to pressure the Jace. We're getting a lot of mana from this, I suppose. So, pretty obligated to Jace Storm next turn then, so we're gonna have 4 flying power in play. Eat this guy. Jace goes to 1. Play Cavern Harpy from their hand, probably make black blue mana with this. I get 3 of it. The Carpet Flower has been real good for in this game. I can put this Recruiter the Guard back on top of their deck too. We're just gonna lose to the crummy mediocre beats here. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Huh. Now am I supposed to Fate Seal them? I'm supposed to Fate Seal me, right? Because they're putting Recruiter the Guard on top of their deck regardless. It's to the bottom. I'm gonna offer this trade for either of these things. She wants to dance like ooh Thurman, bury me till I confess. Hey, Denkalane with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Welcome. Sanch, the son of his head. Put your venom in me. And I think plowing this means that, so I can't put the Batterskull in and block this, because unfortunately, they'd be able to then Rec Sage it with the other Recruiter the Guard that they have in their hand. So this will just eat this. Then we'll put the Batterskull on an end of turn. And I can plow here. I believe a lot of the 4-color Alurin decks only play 1 Parasitic Strix, so we should be safe from getting comboed here if we can just, like, outgrind this, this, like, Recruiter of the Guard recurrent, which is probably pretty unlikely. The blood of a man. Here I am. And last night's clothes and tomorrow's dreams. Quite what they seem. I can move mountains. I can walk a lyrical. Talk a lyrical. What's up, Dubstack? Casual Saturday Night Legacy stream. Us and. And the wheel says Sylvan Library. It's a pretty good one. A lot of drawing power, especially at 20 life. All right. Time. See how good our turn is here. Didn't we bottom land in Motobugs, man? I can't get you out of my head. I'll keep you like an I think I'm supposed to Jace Storm here. Their last card right now is Shardless Agent, right? I'm gonna draw step this click after the Sylvan Library trigger. Upside down. And hear me now. God, I should have made them play out that first game. If we win this game, we 10 out of 10 could be timing them out in the third. There's hope. Oh no, what have I done? Oh wait, they have this. Okay, so their Carpet of Flowers has allowed me to recover from my punt potentially. Oh no, I've made a huge mistake. They have an Abrupt Decay here. They're going to kill our Jace, which is sad. Bottom that one. Draw a card. Hopefully, they stacked a land on top of their deck here that they wanted to clear through with the Shardless Agent, and they now have 2 lands in their hand. So here's hoping they have 2 lands in their hand. Here's hoping they have 2 lands in their hand. Does not look like they have 2 lands in their hand. That's unfortunate. It does look like our Jace is going to live, though, which is A+. Oh, no! Okay, so their hand is... Alright. Stay the night. Doesn't mean we're bound for light. Oh, 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 are you gonna stay the night? And put that back and put that back. Play this and pass the turn. I'm gonna hardcast this force, then we can snap hardcast this force. I don't think so. I think I need to counter whatever their relevant spell is, right? Whoa, they drew an extra card. Alright. They could also be really aggressive like that. Critter the guard. Gonna stay the night. Doesn't mean we're bound for light. Oh, 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 are you looking for counterspells here, basically? That's also a D+ hit. Mostly because it can kill them. Yeah, these are all great, actually. Gonna stay the night. Huh. Huh. We might actually stick this out. It's kind of wild. So after their library trigger, we'll click them. So library trigger resolves. Huh. I think I'm just going to take this Abrupt Decay away. To the wall, darkness will crawl. Lose it all. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire away. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire away. Sure. So hand right now is Shardless Agent plus Cavern Harpy. It's been a good set. Legacy just generates such genuinely good games of Magic. Such an enjoyable format. If you enjoy interactive Magic, there's no way you won't enjoy Legacy. No, I know they have Cavern Harpy in their hand, Rogue. I want to blast the Cavern Harpy. Die, then do this. Sure. Oh, they actually can't play Agent and Harpy here, huh? Wait, their hand is Agent Harpy, right? Oh, they're getting more mana from the Carpet of Flowers. That makes sense. The more you know. Huh. Great. We're gonna Snapcaster target the Pyroblast. And then this can resolve. Die, then do that your way. God, are we gonna slog through this game? How are they dead? Oh, because I can blast this and then unsummon this and then kill them? Yeah, buddy. Oh, I am so bad. I am so annoyed with myself that I didn't make them play out that first game. Man, I can't believe we ground that out. That was fucking great. Do I want this Meddling Mage in my deck? I probably want this Meddling Mage in my deck, don't I? And do I want this last Red Blast? The Red Blast was, like, really good that game. I'm not gonna lie, I almost conceded that game at one point. I'm really glad I didn't. I don't know what else I want to cut, but, like, I feel like I want this Mage and I want this extra Red Blast. Usually have all your blasts in versus them. Yeah, I guess they're like... One thing... They had Veteran Explorer in game 1, but like they usually only have like 4 basics. They had Veteran Explorer in their deck, but they might only have one of those to search up. Like, what are the other cuts here? I think True-Name Nemesis is good. Like, True-Name Nemesis lets us actually kill them, right? Like, they can't just, like, block it. I could cut a land. You're not wrong. I'm on the draw. I could cut a land. I don't hate that. Just, like, cut basic planes. The Spell Pierce is good enough. I like that Spell Pierce counters... I like that Spell Pierce counters Lurin. That's kind of narrow. I like the counter spells. Maybe one of these is the cut. I don't think Staticaster is good enough. Counter Sylvan Library? Yeah, that's true. Do I want this now that I know they have Carpet Flowers in Sylvan Library? I guess I could see that too. I don't think I want Blood Moon. Everyone wants to just Blood Moon everyone else all the time, and I think it's fairly correct to be doing so. Flames begin. I'm gonna do this. Might be wrong. Man, watch our opponent win this game with like 6 minutes on the clock, and I'm just gonna be like solidly tilted. Or like with 6 seconds on the clock, and like I should have made them click out that first game. Strength. Die searching for end. Myself regret. This selfishness. Pain and all the trouble cause. Oh yeah, and Carpet of Flowers. Yeah, seems really bad against Carpet of Flowers. Do I want to lead on this and like bait their... I think I want to lead on this and bait their removal, right? Let's grab Batterskull here. I took 12 damage from Sylvan last game. Is that why they died so quickly? That's weird. It's weird. It's so strange. This Brainstorm's like kind of awkward too, right? Like, 'cause they know 2 of the cards that are on top of their deck right now, so like they're only brainstorming into 1 new card with it. Fatal Push. That's neat. I'm gonna play this Arid Mesa, because I think if I Red Blast, I want to fetch Basic Mountain. Because they have Carpet of Flowers in their deck. Lauren. And again, like, they're not really seeing new cards here. Right, I took an extra card there. Hopefully this click can get us some... Probably gonna click them next turn. After their library trigger. We have a Jace. Nope, just a Ponder. I wonder if I want to blast that. That's probably a little aggressive. They have a lot of quality blue cards that I could be blasting. Like, if they put a Baleful Strix out, that's probably fine to blast too. They showed us a Jace game 1. Evening Nero, or morning. It's probably morning by you, right? Tilt. Now. 12:45. Oh, you're on the East Coast, Nero? I don't know why I thought you were overseas somewhere. Holding me down, holding me down. And they could probably have like minus 60 seconds if I'd have made them play the first game. See what you got. Alright, take your learn. Oh, it doesn't fucking Magic Online. They had Jace, Decay, Recruiter, Carpet. Holding me down, holding me down. Yep, I agree. It's a pretty good one. They had Harpy, Recruiter, Jace, Carpet. They drew a Brainstorm. Alright, Force plus blue card, please. Oh. This can technically interact with their combo, depending on what other cards they hit. This keeps them off of drawing one extra card. This gives playing the land gives them an extra mana though. To be, and I fell she down. Guard this agent, sure. They're trying to grind me out. Am I supposed to blast this? I feel like I'm supposed to blast this. I'm supposed to Jace Storm here. Force, land. God, those are all great, aren't they? Alright, so I'm going to put back Plow, Clique. With the Clique being on top. I can play this. Play this Jitte. Equip this Jitte. Longer. We can be a little while longer. You fades away. Man, are we doing it, fam? I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but it almost feels like we're doing it. No, no. Man, if we get out of this turn with the Jace, holy crap. Hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You're not casting a Reclamation Sage. Get out of here. I'm supposed to wait and force the actual Reclamation Sage. Deal. You have a Veteran Explorer. Okay. I feel like we're getting into a position where we could actually just type them out, right? The last card is Shardless Agent. So draw 3. Pyroblast is pretty decent. So I can put... Oh, the Karakas is actually okay too, right? So let's play Karakas the Clique. No, that's probably not good enough. Alright, so... I'm going to put these two back. I'm going to put these two back. And then I can put this on here and attack with it. I probably want to put this back in their hand first, right? Yep, almost certainly. This way this Jitte's going to get counters on it. Deal. You can have all of the mana, opponent. I should have had the ability to let you draw, right? I'll play this Vendilion Clique out and take their Shardless Agent away here. And I'm going to go ahead and equip this to my Vendilion Clique. Go. Hey! Thanks for the support, SSCHWIEZ. I really appreciate that. Welcome. Subscriptions are one of the best ways you can support my content here. Thank you very much. Maybe I'm supposed to save this Clique as a surprise lethal thing. Yeah, I should have saved the Clique for surprise lethal, right? This was a punt. I was so focused on protecting the Jace, I wasn't thinking about their life total. It was a really, really small mistake here. Hopefully we don't get punished for it. Let's kill that in response. People are crazy. Tilt. Doctor, doctor, please listen. Yeah, buddy! The sweet taste of the fall one
The full one with the legitimate wins. None of the timeout nonsense, all of the legitimate wins. Winner, chicken dinner. Ha ha.
Alright, think about this Strand deck.